how to start investing even with little money. This video is gonna be a complete beginner's guide. For me, simply hearing the term investing used to evoke certain images in my mind a few years ago. Images of super wealthy people in their suit making transactions in millions, looking all busy and serious every moment. I never had financial goals that included investing regularly. It sounded so complicated, and frankly, I believe this is something only high-earning corporate people did. I was thinking that it is only the job of high earners in the corporate world, and as a result of that, I was planning on saving tons of money in my bank accounts until my retirement age. I was thinking that to have enough money so that even when I retire, I can cope up with things. But as of making this video, I can feel the naiveness that was oozing from the old me. We often take the holistic approach for things we don't understand. And the longer we do that, the more impossible it starts to feel. There are certain minds around investing that keeps people from participating. And these are: 1, you need some knowledge about market and finance. And 2, you need tons of money to even start investing. But in my opinion, I believe all of these principles and beliefs are false. If you've got some ideas about the stock market, how it works, and it's possible that you had $1 million to invest, that would be nice, but that is a bonus. It's not a requirement. I can assure you that you don't need a financial background, and you certainly don't need millions in your bank account to start investing. You can literally start with spare changes. Hey, by the way, if you are new here, please hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell so that each time we upload a new video, you'll be the first person to know. After a year of putting a big chunk of savings in various investments, I can honestly say that being a newbie investor didn't hold me back. Today, with the technology in our hands, we are able to buy food, we are able to invest through phones, we are able to communicate with investors, we can get investors from similar levels just by the tap of a phone. Similarly, we can use certain apps to buy stock. Once you actually get started and build a consistent habit of investing, you realize how fun growing your money can be. And on top of it, this makes you feel financially responsible rather than all the guilt which you get from unnecessary purchases. I strive to make more money every month just so that I have to invest the following month now that I know the importance of investing. It's an addiction that needs an encouragement. Moving on, let me tell you a few things that proves why investing is so important in building wealth. Keep watching. Please hit that like button, because if you hit that like button, the YouTube algorithm is going to share our video to a lot of viewers around the world. Investing in general is one of the best financial decisions you can make at any point in your life. But when you are just starting out as a young professional or a business owner, putting money aside every month for the sole purpose of investing is very vital if you want to retire with a big chunk of money in your accounts. When it comes to investing, few factors plays a major role in building your wealth. 1 is the amount of money you have put into that investment, and 2 is the rate of returns you've got. Of course, you have a good chance of making high returns if your invested amounts and rates are high. But the time part is still something most people underestimate. It is very important. Since we are a beginner, I have to assume that you might not have millions to invest. You can decide to put a lot of monies, and return rates are not in our controls. Time, on the other hand, is something we can use to maximize our wealth with a concept known as compounding. The concept of compounding is after a period of time, your returns on investment starts making returns of their own, which literally means your money starts making you more money, which all accumulates under your umbrella. Investing while you are still young is by far one of the best financial decisions you can take for your future, because right now you have a lot of time in your favor. This is the power of compounding. because the more younger you are investing, the more your finance keep compounding onto the period you become financially reliable. This surely doesn't mean it's too late to start investing if you are 35 or 40 years or even 50 plus. The idea here is to start as soon as possible. The best time to start investing was yesterday. Today is the next best thing. Always have this in mind. As Albert Einstein famously quoted, compound interest is the 8 wonders of the world. Those who understand it earn it. Those who doesn't pay it. And that's probably leads us to what we call inflation. When you look at the effect of inflation, you tend not to save your money. It has a negative impact on savings. That is another reason why you shouldn't just save your money in your bank account, is to overcome the effects of inflation. It doesn't matter how much you have saved. Money loses its values over time due to inflation. It literally cuts savings by a small fraction over a period of time if not invested. But then what is inflation? Here is a simple way to understand inflation. You might realize that the cost of goods and products, say a table, a phone, or whatever you think, was way cheaper 20 years ago as it does now. The value of money decreases with time, and now you have to pay more for the same products. So anything that you save today will be worth a lot less than 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years from now. So based on that, if you have like $100, you can invest it and turn it to 6 figures income over a certain period. So how do you invest? There are a lot of investment that you can do with $100. If you know about stock, a stock is a unit that represents some ownership share of a company. If you own shares of the company, different stocks have different values, and they all goes up or down depending on the multiple factors. Goods and promising companies tend to grow their stock value over time, that result in more profit for the stockholders. So if you invest $100, say, in a particular company, there are every chances that that $100 will not be $100 tomorrow, next tomorrow, as the case may be, due to the power of compounding. If you buy a stock at a price and sell it at a comparatively higher price, the difference becomes your profit. Through dividends, certain companies pay you a small amount just for owning their stock based on the number of stocks you own for that company. Dividends are usually paid quarterly. You can buy stock through the apps mentioned below. There are a lot of apps that you can use to buy the stock. You have the exchange traded fund that you can use when investing. When investing, there are always things you need to keep in mind. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. You need diversification, because if by chance that one place that you have put all your money in goes down in value, you are at loss. Exchange traded funds are basically a collection of different stocks that you can buy collectively as a single entity. This is why the exchange traded funds are always a good choice. So when you buy 1 unit of this exchange traded fund, you are buying a small share of all these companies at once. This way you get a little diversification and the overall risks reduce significantly. You can buy the exchange traded fund using apps that I will mention in this video. But also you have $100 you can invest in real estate. Be a partners of real estate agencies where you guys can invest, and then at the end of the day you get a share of whatever return you're making from that investment. But since I haven't much knowledge about real estate, I will be dive into it in detail so that you will do your research and have the first-hand information on your own. But here are some of the best stock trading apps and brokerages that you can sign up to start investing. I know you've heard of Webull, W-E-B-U-L-L. You know, it's available on iOS and it's also available on desktop. The Webull is an investment app. It's one of the first stock trading apps I've ever tried, and this app is still my main stock apps to this day. It's totally a beginner friendly app. Webull has a paper trading features that allows you to practice your investment in a real time with over $100 million worth of fake money, totally free of cost. So you can try out and dip your toes in the investment market without any risks whatsoever. You can claim your free stock at the end of the investment, which is sometimes worth up to $250 for signing up, and get another free stock worth up to $1,600 again once you have deposited a minimum amount of $100 into your Webull account, which too can be used to buy more stock. So you see how you can compound $100 as an investment to become a six figures income. So once you have done this investment, you can claim your free stock from Webull, which is totally a legit, and you can earn your hard earned cash, which is also protected. There's also another app we call Betterment. Betterment is one of the best robo-advisors in the market. A robo-advisor is a financial advisor who provides automated investment solution online without any needs for human intervention. There is no need to set up an appointment with a financial planner each time you need to review your goals. It's all done automatically, hence the name robo-advisor. Here, like most other platforms, you can buy stocks, say like the ETFs, which is the exchange traded fund, as you desire. But the difference is that there are more options for investment based on your end goals. There's also another app if you are using iOS or smartphone that you can download from your phone, which is called Public. It's available on iOS and Android. Public is a new kid investment term, and it's a free app that allows fractional investment. The platform is beginners friendly and pretty easy to navigate. But losing sleep over something that you have no control over is waste of time. You cannot time the market. You have no control over the market. So what you do is to wait and see what the benefit of that investment will go. Growth in the stock market is never linear. Someday your stock might see high gains, and same day the opposite. But holding your stock for a longer period of time increases your chance to get much higher returns. Just buy and hold it long term. You'll be able to sell them later in life after its exponential growth over a period of years. This is evidence that investing and holding them long term in good stock always pays off. For the profits you make off of buying and selling stock within a year, which are considered a short-term capital gain, you have to pay taxes. And always don't forget to pay taxes, otherwise you'll be getting yourself into problems. In the world of investment, there's always a big word that everyone considers, which is risks. The whole notion of investments being risky and you can lose your money is so badly perceived by people that they rather not take the opportunity to make more money than having to come to terms with the risks involved. A lot of people consider the risks and they don't go into these investments. Yes, you can lose money, but aren't you losing money away? Factors such as inflation, unnecessary frequent shopping, eating out, fancy purchases, etc. do contribute to your financial losses. So what is the solution here? An emergency fund will be one of the things that will help you. If you could start an emergency fund saving, start building an emergency fund, say 3 or 2 months worth of expenses. Once your emergency fund threshold is complete, you can safely afford to put money every single month in an investment that will grow over time. This way you will have enough in your emergency fund in case you need it at any point in time, like a safety net. And putting money aside for investing would imbalance your life. Try not to grow your savings account, grow your assets, stock, property, etc. for greater returns on investment. But on the other hand, if your money is super tight for you right now, investing the YouTube algorithm is going to share our video to a lot of viewers around the world. I want to say thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.